Kingstream Entertainment. Ruslan.
Okay, keep it moving. See if we can squeeze this one in. Yesterday, I did a video about Trump basically saying that the issue of Roe v. Wade is off the table in terms of who he's selecting to be his Supreme Court judge. Amy Coney Barrett, that is her name. And in the debate, you guys can go watch it. I'm not going to play the clip again, but go watch it. I did a whole reaction video today. In the debate, apparently Biden was capping and said that Roe v. Wade was on the docket in terms of who Trump positions to be his Supreme Court judge. Amy Barrett is a conservative. You know, obviously they don't want more conservatives on the judge. Why? Because all kinds of issues, but Biden tried to make it sound like women's rights are going to get taken, Roe v. Wade can get overturned. And Trump said, no, that's not on the docket. You don't know her position on that. We don't plan on doing that. Now, what does that mean? That means that those of you Christians, and shout out to all my Christians, I love you, I'm a Christian, but those of you guys that vote, and what I would say is a single issue voter, you think that the issue of Roe v. Wade is the singular issue that all of your political views hang on, which I guess I could be empathetic because you're really viewing it as like, you know, murder, which it is, right? I would say I'm pro-life in my views, not necessarily in all of my politics, which is why I could vote for a libertarian candidate. You guys have this thing in your mind that Trump is going to overturn Roe v. Wade. He basically told you outright in the debate he's not. It's not going to happen. That's not what they're planning to do. It's just not going to happen. So what came out after the fact was Amy Barrett's actual view on this issue. Okay? This is her actual view on this issue. Check it out. This is NPR. This is a quote directly from her. I don't think the court case, Roe's court case holding that, you know, women have a right to an abortion, I don't think that would change. But I think the question, okay, so look, I don't think that would change. This is the Supreme Court nominee. She's saying this is not going to change. This is her position. Her position. You guys heard Trump's position? This is her position. Christians, hear me loud and clear, okay? But I think the question of whether people can get very late-term abortions, which aren't legal in most states, except New York passed a really goofy law that kind of has some weird wording in it. You can look that up. Late-term abortion, how many restrictions can be put on clinics? I think that would change. Guys, Trump defunded Planned Parenthood. I think that's good. Some would say, no, Planned Parenthood provided other services besides just, you know, terminating pregnancies. He terminated their funding, right? She is saying, they're not overturning Roe v. Wade. Okay, they're not overturning Roe v. Wade. I don't think that would change. That's literally what she says. Look up her daggone quote. But she is saying that late-term abortions, which are just about illegal in every single state, except I think New York has some weird, goofy law, and that is with the caveat that the mother's health is at risk. Go fact-check that. And restrictions put on clinics, defunding Planned Parenthood, which I think is good. Some people say, no, it's bad. Planned Parenthood does good work. I'm not for taxpayer money going towards terminating pregnancies. I don't think that's good. I don't think that's helpful. Now, on this specific issue, it's clear as day. It's clear as day. So if you're voting for Trump and your entire vote for Trump is based on and predicated on the fact that you think that Roe v. Wade will be overturned in our lifetime or in the next 4 years, it's not happening. Okay, I'm sorry to break it to you. Will there be more restrictions and defunding of Planned Parenthood? Possibly. Well, it's already defunded, right? Andrew Southworth says they do a lot of good. Abortion's just a part of what they help with. Okay, fair enough. I don't know enough. I have heard of Christian friends of mine that couldn't get a specific procedure done by their general practitioner that ended up going to one of their clinics and they were able to get the procedure done at a, you know, and it was like a part of their insurance. I don't remember the particulars, but I have heard they do other things and they provide contraceptives and they provide birth control. Some of you guys are so out there that you think contraceptive and birth control is bad. And some birth control is bad. Don't get it twisted. But I say all that to say, guys, first of all, on the issue of Roe v. Wade, Christians, you want to vote on that singular issue, then, you know, you can do what you want, but let's not assume that this is what's actually happening. It's not. Trump said it in the debate. Biden basically lied on the issue to freak out people on the far left. Trump said it's not up for debate. Then this lady said that it's not her position either, right? So That's very interesting. Now, to be fair, I also talked about how abortion rates hit a historic low under Obama. Okay, and some of you guys were like, whoa, how can you say that? And I'll point to some of the numbers, and I'll show you guys why I said that, and so you guys are going to be more upset. But I'm going to show you guys I'm going to show you guys the other side of the argument. This is political fact. They do fact checking. And this is the premise. This is the premise. I'm not endorsing this premise. Just to be clear, I'm not saying that this is what I believe. I'm saying this is the philosophy, and that if you really look beneath and you look at Democrats and you look at liberals, there's very few people that you will find who are actually pro the termination of pregnancies. Okay? This is why I was able to vote for Obama in 2008 and 2012. Yes, I did. Some of you guys are going to stone me and unsubscribe. Fine, do that. Is because when I read his actual position on it, it seemed way more moderate and way more reasonable than just, I'm for this, I'm against this, right? He said basically this was his position, okay? So it says a graphic, I'll get to the position. A graphic on U.S. abortion rates show larger declines during recent Democratic presidential administrations, and says it's due to the party's approach of making abortion unnecessary rather than the Republicans' approach of making the procedure illegal. Unnecessary. Okay, unnecessary. This is what Obama would basically said in his book. Nobody wants that. These are unnecessary. These are unnecessary. How can we create policies that make them unnecessary? Okay. If you look at the graph, I'll pull up the graph right here. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. The graph needs context, and because this article basically says that you cannot define these rates to any one specific president. Again, we have 3 branches of government, okay? So check it out. This is the graph. You see Reagan, you see Bush. Boom, down 30% under Clinton. Down 3% under Bush 2. Boom, down 26% under Obama. These are the numbers. Now, they do need more context. And this article, which I will link below, you guys should go read. But basically, I'll give you guys the footnotes. The graphic cites CDC data. Both health department reporting on abortion has fluctuated so much over the years that making broad comparisons can prove challenging. And experts said tying the abortion rate to the occupant of the White House alone is an oversimplification of a variety of factors at play, including easier access to what? Affordable contraception and fewer women getting pregnant. Okay? The logic goes that, one, you can't define these rates to one president, whether you're going to use the actual numbers of them being lower. And they have gotten lower since Trump, to be fair. They have gotten lower. But the bigger, broader point is unless you're just like crazy, wicked, wild, no one is pro-abortion. People want them to be unnecessary. That's what the Democratic Party, or some people in the Democratic Party, specifically Obama, say, yeah, we're going to make them unnecessary. Republicans say, no, we want to make them illegal, even though they can't really make them illegal, even though they've just told you they can't really make them illegal. That is the other position, okay? Let me read some more of this, because there's a lot in here. I'll just link the article. I'm going to drop the article. You guys go read it for yourself. But I say all that to say, the oversimplification of this and the sheer demonizing of anybody that votes for any candidate who is not pro-life, even though they don't have the power to undo this, is just whack to me. And it's done by a lot of Christians, okay? It's done by a lot of Christians, and it's just they just don't have as much control as you want. They just don't. But I want to see what you guys think. I put the link for the description for this article in the description. It's political fact. It's a fact check thing. It's just more nuanced. It's more complicated than that. I did vote for Obama in 2008 and 2012. I am against, by and large, termination of pregnancies. I don't think that they're good for society. I don't think they're good for future mothers. I don't think they're good, obviously, for the people being terminated. I don't think it's lit. And I don't think it's as simple as it's a woman's right to choose. I don't think so, because it takes 2 people to create that person inside of a woman. So in my opinion, why not give both people the option of what to do with that? If we're going to talk about choice and women's choice, yes, that's in a woman's body, but it's not just the woman's body. So there's another person that contributed to that person being in that woman's body. I don't think that's a fair assessment. And I don't think it's a singular issue that you should hang all your politics on. That is my opinion. Some of you guys don't like that. I want to know what you guys think.
Kingstream Entertainment. Ruslan.